Mrs. Ekwangan Mercy. I'm the Divisional Delegate of Environment, Protection of Nature and Sustainable Development for FAODE in the Southwest region. I'm a member of FOADE South West. It's a pleasure for me to be a member of this wonderful group, and today we have our meeting and I'm going to do a presentation on the Sustainable Development Goals, because it is very important for our members to know the goals of this organization before they take part actively. So we are calling on everyone, all the women, the Anglophone women, to come and chip in ideas to make our environment sustainable. We all know that sustainable development is the duty of everybody. You and I have to do something to make our children to enjoy the same natural resources that we are enjoying today, without which it is going to be difficult for them. Thank you
very much. I'm Asaba Linda Suri. I am an environmental advocate. I am also a facilitator. I am at the Delegation of Environment and Protection of Nature, and I'm also part of FAODE, which is the active forum for women, working in line with the Sustainable Development Goals and emergence. You know what? This is actually a wonderful initiative. Women have a lot to play in line with the achievement of the Sustainable Development Goals. These goals are 17 in number, and we have gender roles. We have so many of them, and these roles are very important. So this meeting today is one of the come together for us to be able to understand the objective of FAODE, and also to be able to see how we as key actors can come in, to facilitate the achievement of this Sustainable Development Goals. So it's actually an amazing time right here, and I want to call on many people out there, many more women, many more key actors who are interested, to be part of the drive towards achieving the Sustainable Development Goal to get
if you are being given money, what will you do with the money? You are rich overnight, what will you do with it? Sister, what will you do with money?
When you invest in training people, I believe in building capacity for especially young people, women. So I think that's a domain I'm going to function.
Good. She says that if she's been given some money today, she's going to invest this money in training people, because that's where she belongs.
I will create an organization of youth, gender, that's youth and women and men, where we do conservation of the environment. Yeah, so I'll empower the youth.
If I'm giving money today, I'll think of the vulnerable in the society, those who are underprivileged, and I'll try to do something to change their situation, change their life, change their standards of living.
I will help the youths like me. I will invest the money like organizing anything that can help the youth to grow.
For family, yes.
I will start thinking about investing more in the area of farming, and then looking forward to creating cooperatives where I can be of help to the smaller farmers.
Ok. Si on me donne de l'argent aujourd'hui, je vais servir l'humanité. Comme je suis sage femme accoucheuse, je vais intensifier mes activités dans la communauté pour qu'aucune femme ne meure et encore en donnant la vie.
Okay, I'll just continue. Okay. If I'm added money, because my life is helping people. Yes, I'm a very, I like helping people, and I've started. This is.
And there, in that area where all the churches were singing one
So they gathered some states, some countries together under the umbrella of the United Nations, where they meet and discuss issues concerning this sustainable development, issues concerning how we have to manage our water courses in a way that they will not degrade, that they will not get finished, they will not dry up. You remember that some years ago, about 10 years ago, behind my house, I had a very good stream that was flowing. But today, that stream is already dried up. Why? Because of my action, because of your action. So our action, mass action, is the main cause of natural resource depletion, of why we don't have sustainable management. It is whether or not that resource can be restored after use and consumption. We have conservation of natural stocks for the future generations. Okay. We have water for food and food for water. You see, these are some of those our resources.
Sleeping lights, there are some effects that chemicals are emitted, radioactive whatever that are taking place, and it's not good for our health. So we can practice those normal basic things. Recycling of our waste, reuse. Women especially are guilty. Sometimes we buy everything that we don't need. Buy what you need and reuse and mend what you think you can mend. Those are practical environmental ways, but we think that is problem because you want to show that you have money. It's not about you having money. You can also take care of your environment. You when you ever fix it and then look and say conto, that's not actually it. But what you don't need, don't go for it. That's a sustainable way of taking care of the environment. Planting trees at home and compound ourselves, so using other sustainable measures. There is what we call Wonder Bag. How many people have read about it? Thank you, Mommy, for me. No. All right, FAODE can also engage. Cooking bags that can conserve energy. Women, especially who cook a lot, you cook, you boil, you use your gas. You can boil beans, trotters, corn, whatever. You boil it in the gas or on the fireside for a few minutes. Then you put it in the Wonder Bag. It completes the cooking. It conserves energy, time, everything, money. That will help to do what? Limit the amount of wood that those women will be cutting from the farm. Because when they keep cutting the trees, it will fight climate change. That's also a collective effort. You know, it starts at individual level. Make use of meals. Now, maybe that's not everywhere, but these are some of the ones that we're talking. Reuse is another method. I'm talking, I'm sweating, I'm sure everybody's sweating too. That's climate change. Alright, so at the end of the day, sustainable management of our systems or the environment or whatever, it includes collective effort and collective role in whatever domain that we want to take part. I'm sorry if some terms were very technical, but as we're talking environment, some of the texts are unavoidable. We must make use of them, but at the level of FAODE and the projects that we're talking about, we can break them down to smaller projects that can be achievable. So thank you all for your keen attention. We all can achieve this goal. Thank you.
Period, we take what we can bite. Just take what we can implement, and it gives us good results. And people see the results and follow us. And we have discovered also that we need to have intersectoral collaboration. We need to collaborate with different departments. Is this issue involving health? Then now we involve health. Is this issue involving agriculture? Does it involve environment experts to come in and so on? So we need a lot of technicalities and so on. So we can suggest projects, but at the end we will need to evaluate the projects and see how we can bring them to book and make them workable.
All the way from, I don't know, East, Littoral. Southern Littoral.
I'm going to talk about Boya. Actually, around my environment, concerning our points of view as a FAODE, we are talking about the environment. Around me, where I live, I was already thinking of what to do. Because Ezakam doesn't pass all the time. You know, even when Ezakam is passing, it's around the time that people are at their workplaces, at the time that children are in school. So I was already thinking that what can we do? At times behind the house, you see places are already nasty, bringing in mosquitoes, bringing in rats. So I was already thinking that what can we do? Maybe to provide trash cans so that In the evening, children can dump the dirt there and clean our environment. Just as our presenter said, that we have to begin.
She also spoke about the beauty. I think that that's another very good aspect, like to train people about girls who are getting a lot into beauty and all of that. And those are things that if young girls are trained into, so we can identify those girls or young people in our communities that are idle. We put them together, we decide that we want to train them on a trade or something that they can do. They can start having money. When they have money, there are other things that they will be able to do, you know, because they can support themselves. So even this environmental project, I was at here that some of them, the causes of environmental problems are natural. Some of them, majority is man-made because of our interaction, but there are some that we cannot solve in a short while. It has to be because even climate change and global, they are all long-term effects. There are things that have happened over the course of time because of our actions. So some of you cannot change it in one day, but it can start from our smaller efforts that we can start at household level, which are sensitization, like we're saying, and communities who can support what we can do. Maybe the trash cans, if we have the funds, is good, but then we should not neglect those other income generating activities that we can start training people in our neighborhoods, you know, to get engaged in.
So our director coordinator in France just dropped. She was talking to us. We are connected. Other countries were. America was on, Canada was on, and then we had a training. Everybody was contributing. So.
Yes, who are you? Let me understand. And what is the objective?
We are FAODE. We are Women Forum to put in place the Sustainable Development Goals and Emergence in Cameroon. Because FAODE is an organization that is in many countries in the world. And it just came to Cameroon last year in the Francophone region, the Francophone part of Cameroon. And this year, Sister Mary started the English wing of FAODE. It's a development organization. We respect some of those sustainable development goals. So the goal of FAODE, some of the goals are to make sure that we have clean water, renewable energy, and sustainable food supply. So that's, we are here as the trainers who will be training other members. This is not all of us, we are just the trainers. So we had a training of trainers meeting today. We will go out to our communities, look at some problems, and write them down, then look for solutions, and then try to make sure that they are made, like potable water, hygiene and sanitation, and so on. Thank you very much.
Hello. I'm teaching in the master's program, development studies.
Okay.
In the University of Rome.
Yes.
So all what you are talking about, I have a good mastery of it. So
Amen. So you are a member.
I understand.
Yes.
Master's of development. So let me use the opportunity to advertise as part. Because we have the classical master.
Yes.
But we are the only one in the Faculty of Social and Management Sciences hosting that program. Masters in development studies. Wow. And then to earn it, it's a professional master's. Of course, when we say professional university, it means that it's a little bit different from the classical one. In terms of money, the fee in the classical master is 50,000 francs, but with us, it is 600. So you are all welcome to that program. So we have small money. But how I can be part of this one?
If you want to enroll in FAODE.
Yes, you
enroll.
Yes.
We are very thankful, and we pray that your heart should remain like that, and that the peace that we brought